Alright. Am I live? Question number 1. Go music. Kick has kicked on. And YouTube is kicked on. Alright, otherwise, hello there everyone, Daedric Diamond here, and welcome to another episode of Starfleet Command 3. Long story made short, there was some confusion with some friends, so the cooperation got kicked to tomorrow, and as much as I wanted to do Dune Awakening, that game is still having some issues regarding bugs and stuff, so I'm gonna let that game update a bit before I return to it. At least that's the plan. Hey, welcome, welcome! Cool, I just gotten started. I am sorry to run late. Hi, hehehe. Wanted to do a bit of a workout. So, my arms are a little sore, and my legs are somewhat sore. Arms mainly sore because I did pull-ups. Which, it takes a lot to lift your whole body. Alright, anyways, as the title suggests, I'm gonna attack this. I'm gonna try and go for a bigger ship. You should disengage an enemy ship. If you're heavily outnumbered, you should disengage. Survival, sometimes its own reward.
Red alert.
Alright, what's this Federation got? What did that vessel got? Alright, phasers, 2 quantum torpedoes. I have 2 heavy plasma torpedoes, so I'm about this ship's strength. Actually, I outclass it, since this is a cruiser. You know what? No. Let's go backwards. It's coming at me fast. Reinforce
Diverting
the front
power
shield.
to the forward shields.
So, oh. Is this a Command and Conquer-like game? No, this is not a Command and Conquer-like game. If this had been a Command and Conquer-like game, I'd have more than just one ship at my command. Alright, it's gonna start doing that. This is more like a simulation of like a take command of a ship game, and god damn it, that missed. I'm trying to think of another game aside from this where you take command of like a ship and then you have to navigate the ship around. I know Warhammer recently had something similar to this, but you were also inside of the crew as well. Or you did the inside of the ship as well. I guess a more recent example I could think of, you know what, nope. Let it do the stupid thing. Ow. I guess an example I can think of, maybe a little more far-fetched, would be like Barotrauma. Except, of course, in that game, you actually played as the people rather than as the ship. Or in the sub in that case. Oh, that was a good hit. They are unlikely to survive much longer. This Federation vessel is going to be cooked.
Forward shields down.
Ow. There we go. Cooked. Well, I don't think that is that much damage anyway. So, to properly explain this game, you take command of a ship, you fight other ships or do missions, and you pretty much try to take over the galaxy, tile by tile by tile, which can make the campaign very, very lengthy, shall we say. There is also a bit of an RPG element in this version of the game, as your officers do get experience, whereas in the previous games, I don't think they did. Alright, that is a Federation battle high. That is a lot of ships. I wish you a good stream. You have a good one as well, Glitch. By the way, what are we doing tomorrow, by the way? I know we're supposed to do something tomorrow, but what are we doing? Have we decided on the game? Glitch. Because I know originally we were meant to do something, but then a bit of a miscommunication happened. Escape the backer. Okay, so that's going to be the game. Oh, that's going to be a fun one. Fun one! I already feel like I'm going to be insane from the party rooms. Alright, Federation that side. Borg that side. Okay. So we're having a bit of Borg and Federation mixed into this. Wait, no. What is that? Okay, that I know that's Federation, but that does not look like a Federation vessel. Alright, well, Borg are on the opposite side. Wait. Okay, so they're gonna probably go meet up with the Klingons, which would be a smart move for the Federation, assuming they're working together. And this isn't just a... 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. You day. Oh, God. Fasten my meat belt. I'm going to remember why I hated the party rooms. A lot. Something, light up firecrackers and throw it at your friends and watch them go boom. Oh, hi. I didn't know I had a battle cruiser with me. I'm guessing everyone is facing against each other, so this is like 4 teams versing each other all at once. And here I thought the Federation and the Klingons would be allies. I guess not. You know what? That kind of... Hello, that is a Klingon D7. Up against the Borg. I feel inclined to go help that ship, despite the fact I know the Klingons are my principal enemy, but I love the D7. In the same way I love the Constitution class. Though in this game, the D7 is actually a light cruiser. In the second and first game, it's considered a heavy. Then again, that ship is old as hell. And again, the Federation still use the Excelsior, but, well, that's because of the mod. So we have the USS Wyatt and the Dorca... What? Alright, well, whatever. Honestly, I could let them fight it out, which I probably should just do that instead. You know what? New plan. We're gonna play the I'm not involved game until the very, 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 very last minute. That probably would be the smarter play. I know I could get into the fray, get involved, but why take all that damage? When I could just let everyone kill each other. And then come in and sweep. That's a very Romulan thing to do. I can promise you there will be no fireworks to throw at friends, though I can't promise someone will get killed by fireworks on accident. Glitch, I'm counting on it. If it isn't one of us, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna happen inevitably. I just feel that's just gonna be the case. I have already accepted it. And trust me, if it isn't done on purpose, it's gonna be something done on accident. When someone panics and tries to throw throw one of them at the party poopers, and then realize it doesn't work on the party poopers. If the old, here, have this, you little shit, doesn't come into play first. You know, for being a light cruiser, that is pretty well armed.
All stop.
The opportunistic play. Yup, that's the way to do things. We're gonna be opportunistic. We're just gonna sit back, let the battle go on. And be a little bit of a shit. And check Twitter X. Until I get attacked. Like I did last night when I did, well, when I did Stellar Blade. Except in this game, I don't have to worry about, ships running into each other and getting stuck. Though that was a thing in, Klingon Academy. In Starfleet Academy. I actually do want to do Klingon Academy at some point. But I think that's pretty much abandonware. Hi, you are getting a little too close, so I'm gonna back... Actually, can I fire from distance? Am I within range to at least fire my heavies? No, I'm not even in range for that. Wow, I like how everyone is getting close. So I'm gonna slowly start backing up, avoiding the edge of the sector. And we're gonna just start moving. Because that diamond is getting a little too close. Hi, the diamond does not like me. It is going at the speed of 2021. Or 21.1. Daedric Day, grab the tail, fluff it around. What? Why would you want to? You leave my tail alone. My poor little innocent tail did nothing, except just be a tail. I know, that could hardly be seen. I do have the tail tucked away. So I hope everyone in chat's having a good day. This was not the first mission I wanted, but this is the first mission I will take, where I can just kind of second mission. That's right, I fought a ship earlier. God damn, I already forgot about the first mission. And a cute tail up that. Anyways. Thanks, music, for suddenly kicking in when I was about to give a thought on something. And now I can't remember what it was. Was in relation to Stellar Blade. Oh. What can I say? I love Tails, lol. You know, I'll admit Tails from Sonic is a pretty rad character, not gonna lie. He's one of my favorite characters. Heck, still is one of my favorite characters even to this day. Even on Sonic Adventure 2. I am just having fun watching everyone give it their all. And I've even yet to fire a shot. If there's anything I feel the Sonic franchise needs, it needs another game kind of like Sonic Forces, but not at the same time. It needs character customization, but it should be more focused upon the main, the customized character and not, you know, Sonic. I mean, if Sonic should have any role, it should be like a supporting character. Hi. I think it's how many ships left? Oh, there's a shuttle. There's that ship. There's the Wyatt. There's the Diamond. And there's the probe. Alright, I think my opponent's gonna be the Federation. Alright, I have decided on my move. It's time. I should just quit sitting there. Let's go ahead and take the battle to the Federation. Because that Borg probe is not gonna last much longer. Oh, alternatively, hitting the Wyatt would be kind of to my benefit, too. Oh yeah, and the best part, I figured out how to finally lay mines in this game! Yeah, this whole time, I've been trying to figure it out. Hit the robot. Go. You know, that is tempting, but I don't want to. Well, because I knew that would happen anyway.
They're taking hull damage.
They are taking hull damage. It is unlikely that they'll survive much longer. Oh, actually, maybe that is a correct saying. Okay, here we go.
Releasing mine.
Put the mine here. Force them to have to turn around. And now I'll be forced to turn around. Yes. Please show me your not good side. Alright, here we go. No. You will not hit me with that rear torpedo. Your photon torpedoes mean little. There we go. Oh, Wyatt's taking a beating. By the way, would you be up for Scum with me sometime? It's finally fully released. Funny enough, I had another set of friends also hit me up about Scum. But they're just like, yo, it's that time already! Alright, that's that.
They're taking heavy damage.
I'm gonna hit the Borg ship next. Because I don't want that ship regenerating on me. And it's the next weakest ship. Thank you. That is very unintended, but I will take it. I don't... You know what? I need to do something real quick. I'm going to do two things simultaneously.
Our forward shields are down to 50%.
Okay, I'm turning around. Let's go ahead, fire that. Alright, one more ship. Sorry for the weird distraction that I had to do while I was fighting this battle, but hey, you know, nothing like texting while in the middle of a battle. But that's fine. This isn't the Stellar Blade where I'm gonna need to give it 150 for attention. Ow. Ow, by the way, Glitch, you should check your DMs. God. He's gonna do that thing. Alright, time for a high energy turn.
High energy turn.
Well, that's just embarrassing.
Reinforcing forward shields.
Reinforce the forward. Go back.
Forward shields down.
There we go. Did you just... You know what?
Loading
Here.
parties beaming over.
There. Now let them
Our aft shields are failing, sir.
duke it out. Oh god. Alright. How come my ally isn't doing anything except sitting there looking pretty? Oh my god. No. Okay. No, that works. Okay, that works. Okay, that was weird. Alright, well, that's back on. How am I back on the other side? Okay, so I guess for whatever reason the internet like freaked out for 1 second and I started checking. We're back. Sorry, I forgot I'm back. I have no idea what just happened. I had like a weird, like, internet died for like 5 seconds and then it came back. Justice, this battle was getting intensive too. Always this happens when that happens. Alright, can I... Okay, it's back. Yes, I can tell. Sorry, I started doing a lot of, I started checking up on things. Yeah, I completely forgot about ya. It's fine, it happens. I have a lot going down.
System repaired. Shuttle away.
Launch another shuttle. How is this little shuttle thing beating me?
Releasing mine.
Here.
Repair
It's getting
teams en route.
ridiculous. Am I not ready? Yes! Shoot him for a bit! Gosh. I don't know what I'm even doing to deserve
Repairs
half
complete.
of this.
Repair teams en route.
What is this ship, and how is it kicking
One of
my
our shuttles
ass?
has been destroyed. Shuttle
Well, that's
launched, sir.
unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Repairs complete.
Oh, God.
Repair
Okay.
teams en route. One of our shuttles has been destroyed.
Why do you keep doing nothing? Okay, you. Hail. Oh, God.
System repaired.
Target confirmed. Engaging enemy.
Yes! Please turn around. Please deal with that ship. Please do something. I am
Shuttle launched,
going
sir.
to become shish kebab if you don't. Make a fine addition to a kebab. Oh my god, I hate this
Engaging
ship!
warp.
This is defiant levels of bullshit!
Warp engines powering down.
Okay! Oh
We've
my
lost
god.
a shuttle, sir. Shuttle away.
What is this ship? It is very, very, very Defiant-like, and only Defiant classes have been this annoying.
We've lost a shuttle, sir.
Oh my god.
Warp drive engaged.
You are very Defiant-like. And how are you so freaking fast? What are you, warping all over the place?
Warp engines powering down.
Okay. Let's hope I don't have any weird things happen while that goes on, aside from, like, the momentary crash. That ship is
Warp
not
speed.
liking me. Holy jeezums. When were light ships never fast? I mean, fair point, but come on.
Disengaging warp drive.
Okay. At least that ship is finally doing something, aside from just sitting there. I'm gonna wait for my shields to charge up.
Engaging warp. Disengaging warp drive.
Alright, there we go. At least my ally's finally doing something, aside from just sitting there. Excuse me
Warp
that I keep
speed.
warping out of... Warp from place to place to place to place to place to place. Finally, that Mother Quaker does something. I know, right?
Disengaging warp drive.
At the
We've lost a
beginning.
shuttle,
At the
sir.
beginning, he was only just sitting there like, I think you got this. No, I'm getting my arse kicked by this tiny little... I don't even know what the hell this is. Certainly not a Goron ship. Actually, I'd have to look that up. What the hell is that ship? Whatever it is annoyingly powerful.
Warp drive engaged.
Here.
Disengaging
There we
warp
go.
drive.
My god. My god. This warp maneuver stuff. Just warp maneuver, warp maneuver. Primarily because I don't turn around fast enough.
Warp drive engaged.
Okay, it's really got good acceleration and just that turning. You're lucky. In a game, I got my ass kicked by a fucking engineer with a Luger.
Warp engines
I
powering
literally
down.
had a machine gun. Game AI is still so buggy and non-reliant, to be honest, in modern and older games. Definitely true to older games in some extent. Yeah, AI's been getting a tad bit better in newer games, but by God, still, it has some work to be done. In a game like this, jeez, I dread. I dread. Alright, I think the ship finally had some kind of weird malfunction. So, I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna unleash hell. Definitely have a point. Yes. Alright, here we go.
Warp drive engaged.
Don't mind me. Son of a
Dropping out of
bitch.
warp.
Those phasers reload way too fast. This is a ship that's... I don't know. It has something special about it, and I already don't like that.
Warp speed.
Yes. I might just have to do this, where I just
Disengaging
continuously
warp
keep
drive.
warping around until I can somehow do something. Also, fun thing happens. The one I hear was the one for... Ah, okay. I'm probably going to take a little cat nap now. I'll be back on. If not, I do wish you a great stream. Well, I was kind of planning a short one, but I'll see. Unless I have any more weird technical issues that happen, then I will probably... I don't know.
Engaging warp.
Alright, finally. That ship is
Dropping out of
finally
warp.
taking some damage. Alright, let's turn around. Seems my ally at least is doing something, and that makes me happy. Alright, let's try to turn around.
They're taking heavy damage.
There we go. Now they should not be surviving much longer. Okay. That ship is trying really hard. Here,
Releasing mine.
have a mine. Courtesy of me. Should buy me a few moments. Can I do a high energy turn?
High energy turn.
Yes. Turn me around immediately. Oh my god. What is this ship? It's not a Defiant class. There we go. There we go. Okay, what are you? You have to be something very, very, very special to have done a number to me. Like, god dang, I hardcore struggled. I just didn't struggle. That was like resources ate up, damage taken, marines used. I feel that was more effort than it needed to be. Alright, I'm gonna back out so I can view the vessel library. Alright, what was that? That was... It's probably in Federation category, so let me see if I can find it. It's not a Dominion ship. Not Cardassian, definitely. Okay. Nanobrae cruiser. This cruiser is the mainstay of the Nanobrae Alliance fleet. It's an efficient and modern design that can compete with those of major power classes. You mean to tell me I was getting my ass handed by a light cruiser with this design? Wow, okay, not happy. That was one of those I got my shit kicked in pretty dang hard. Alright. Oh, and I can't even afford any ships. Alright. That's a scan mission, so scan missions are easy.
Shields up. Red alert.
What am I against? Fighting... That looks to be about... I'd say a destroyer? Alright, well... It's one of the Federation vessels, so... That shouldn't be too hard.
Diverting power to the forward shields.
So I'm gonna divert power to forward shields. Start prepping to go backwards. And let the games begin. Slowly. Oh! Ow. It's a photon torpedo coming out of nowhere. Alright. Here. Of course my heavies miss. Of course my plasma torpedoes do absolutely nothing. I love this! Only in this game do plasma torpedoes miss. In previous titles, I could have ended this fight very quickly by being point blank and using my plasma torpedoes like a shotgun. Not in this game, they changed that logic. Here. Alright, they're putting all their systems into their primary. I see your strat. Okay. Now, this is where I do this maneuver.
Our starboard shields are down to 50%.
Initiating rapid maneuvering.
Oh my god, that was the worst. Oh, you know what? We're going backwards.
Our port shields are down to 50%.
It's the one thing I always dread about facing smaller ships. That's right, you're going in front of
We
me.
penetrated their shields.
Alright, so frigate dealt with. Now, we finally deal with this
All
planet.
stop.
It's just gonna be a simple scan. Yo, can you only read one chat at a time or multiple? That depends on what you mean by.
Warp drive engaged.
Like, can I read more than one? Because, I mean, like...
Dropping out of warp.
I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to look at my OBS, like the chat stream. I have a multi-chat thing. Not only am I reading on YouTube, I am also reading on Kick, by the way. Feel free to check me out on Kick, too. But now, reading, like, more than one message, I should be able to, unless you mean, like, two at the exact same time. That would be hard to do. Like the stream chat epic. So you have two monitors. Yes, I have a two monitor setup. I can just look right on over and then right back. Trust me, it was kind of a nightmare to do a one monitor setup. I've done that in the early days. How I got around that is I always used to have, like, my games in windowed mode. God. Hiccup. Hiccup, why? Alright, I should probably
Initiating
scan.
scan. Setting course to orbit target.
And then let's do the standard orbit. And this is the easy part. Lucky in this economy. I mean, it was also the fact I saved up for it, too. So there is that. Alright, anyway. I guess I better stop, because the mission is a success. It's just being smart with money, really. Alright, so I managed to turn that neutral. By the next time I come back, I could probably... Oh god, you know what? I need some rear disruptors. Not having... Remove that. There we go. A little more weaponry. That should help in the event they go to the back. It's not the best of disruptors, but it's better than nothing. I can at least defend my back. This game, which looks like that, but for mobile. Oh, you mean this game?
Shields up. Red alert.
Oh, it's just me this time. Alright, against... Hi, I'm not liking this already. Where are the arcs? So those we'll deal with if they go in the back.
Shuttle away.
Ow. Oh god, ow.
Our forward shields are failing, sir. Warp speed.
Okay, no. This is a routine patrol. That is a doomed run.
Disengaging warp drive. We've lost a shuttle, sir. Warp drive engaged.
Okay, I was not expecting the Ferengi to be well armed. Normally, the Ferengi are not that armed. So that is unfortunately a mission that is already lost.
We're nearing the edge of the sector, sir.
Yeah, I know. A routine patrol ended up... You were lucky to escape the ship. Yeah, I know. I was not expecting Frick Fracken to be well armed right off the bat. No, it's a different one. Oh, those games all like War Thunder. That's a game I remember now. Star Trek one. Oh, Star Trek Online. Sorry, I'm also reading chat rather a little quickly. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here's something I can stand to. And if it gets behind me, this time I have rear weaponry. So my back won't be completely unguarded. Alright, let's put that to primary. Since primary seems to be the way.
Our forward shields are down to 50%.
Okay. Oh my god.
Reinforcing forward shields.
Alright, fine. Prepare to meet the back. Yeah, I don't think you want to be fighting my back either. And there goes that ship. If I can count on scan to be anything, it's usually an easy mission.
Engaging warp.
There we go. The ship won't do like the spy clutch. This motherfucking time, lol. No.
Warp engines powering down.
No.
All stop.
Stop the ship. Okay.
Initiating scan.
Scan here. We'll scan here. Want to take a moment. Appreciate the fact I didn't just ram into the planet and explode. Totally. That was a planet. Terrible. Terrible, but I get the idea. No, I'm not gonna go that crazy. I've done that in the previous game, where I accidentally rammed my ship into the planet. Of course, mind you, I wasn't paying attention when that happened. I was literally having a conversation with someone. Just then looked right back up, and it was just like 5 seconds from collision, and by the time I tried to turn around, it was already too late. I think it was in the middle of a conversation about the moon from Majora's Mask, too, now that I'm recalling on that. Accidentally, sure. I mean, it happens, okay? in the second version of this game, or should I say in the second game, since this is the third, I was just, again, I was in the middle of a conversation. We were talking about Majora's Mask and how creepy the moon is.
Red alert.
And then I was like, range 5. By the time I noticed. Not even a quick reflex of mouse clicking could have prevented that. All I could do was turn around a little bit and then crash. That was it. Are the blue areas your intergalactic territories? No, I am the green. I am playing the Romulan Empire. I am at war with the Federation of United Planets and the Klingon Empire. And the Borg Collective. And the Dominion. Alright. Hang on, no.
Engaging tractor beam.
You're a little Jem'Hadar
Tractor
shit.
beam.
Let's put you within my range.
They're taking hull damage.
Excuse me? This tiny little ship? I mean, hey, if you want to make my job easy, go right ahead. Never mind. Oh yes, please, on the back, where I actually have weaponry that misses. Right in the back! And it missed. Alright. Give me a beam strength
Tractor
of
beam engaged.
2. Have you ever tried Hearts of Iron 4? I have videos and past streams of Hearts of Iron 4. I did a few mods. I did the Pony mod. I did Millennial Dawn, if I recall. I think I actually even did Road to 56.
Our
too.
starboard shields are down to 50%.
Have yet to do Old World Blues, so I've done that
Yeah,
game
victorious.
modded a few times.
Tractor beam locked on, sir. Our forward shields are failing, sir.
Of course, you managed to knock down my forward shields. That's fine, because I'm about to remedy this problem. I was just about to tell you to try Old World Blues. I've tried it not on stream, but I have tried it. I believe I played Legion, and that was pretty fun. Legion was definitely fun to play as. I suppose if I wanted to challenge myself, I could try the Brotherhood of Steel. I don't know, something to think on. Definitely something to think on. Just close enough. We'll scan the planet.
We are moving in to orbit the target. Initiating scan.
You should do the Enclave. I guess I could give the Enclave a try. I have been wanting to kind of get away from Millennial Dawn. That's not to say that Millennial Dawn's a bad mod, I just do that mod all the time. Of course, not on stream, mind you, but... I do play that a lot on my off time, where I'm just like, you know what, Millennial Dawn. Alright, I've got what I come for. Alright, 600. That should now make that a neutral territory. Go this way, go back that way. Hostile territory. No, that already sounds like I'm gonna be... That is a battleship. I don't want to pick on a battleship. Hostile territory, jeez. Missions I don't want. Alright. Lots of Schmider classes, but I can't afford that. Oh god. Falcon. Hawk. Alright. Schmider would be great, but I can't afford that. Raptor. Oh, no. The Raptor. I don't know. Would I actually want to go for the Raptor, or would I actually want to go just continue upgrading this ship? The last time I did a routine patrol, I got annihilated. I'll give it a try, but if it ends up being that, then...
Shields up.
And you try to manifest our destiny and reunite the United States. Oh, if I were feeling evil in the game, I could... Hi, that is a sphere. What is that over there? Hi, you look cool. Actually, wait. I think you're the same ship class as me, aren't you? Aha. You are. As the Enclave, of course. Okay, so you're still talking Old World Blues. Gotcha. You're not talking Millennial Bun. Okay, it's not to say. Well, if I were feeling evil, turn America to quite the imperialistic power that it could come out as in that mod. Alright. So, who commands you set target? Attack the target.
Confirmed. Engaging enemy.
Alright. Ow. Alright. Turn this around. There we go. That was a few good hits. Swissenball did it. I'm not gonna doubt.
Diverting power to the
Haven't
forward
heard of
shields.
it. Alright. Is that the Death Star 1? No, but it does look a lot like it. The Borg ships are very, oh, who am I kidding? The Borg ships are shapes. That's what they are. And the sphere, yes, kind of can give off the impression of being the Death Star, but no, it is not a Death Star. And you think this thing is scary. You haven't seen the cube. The cube is even more to fear. This sphere thing here, yeah, it's a bit scary, but it's not the kind of scary that's, like, to the
You're taking hull
max.
damage.
It's the cube you want to be afraid of. I know them. I definitely know the cube. Oh, God. I am tempted. Maybe when I'm done fighting this battle, I might just go purposely hunt down a cube to remind myself what fighting that thing is like. Ow. I wish my ally would do things.
They are taking heavy damage. Forward shields failing.
Oh, God. This piece of shit like God is a suit to form life itself. Ow. Okay. That is not good. If my 2 heavy plasma torpedoes didn't even make much of a dent... Okay.
Repair teams en route. System repaired.
Okay. I'm gonna win, but I took a lot of damage. Oh god, what was even its routine control? That's what it was. Oh my god. Ah! Oh, those torpedoes, they hurt. Okay, I'm about to beat the sphere. And there it goes. Cue the Star Wars music. And then the cube arrived. Okay. There we go. Supply dock repair. I'm going to save here. And then I'm going to purposely go find a cube. To remind myself on how dangerous fighting the Borg really is. After it was broken. Don't mind me. I'm going to skirt along the neutral zone here. But only to go to Borg space. Okay, so there's Cardassian space. Zoom in. Senior class to join. Mission. No. See if I can go find myself a Borg cube. Hi. I know they have to have a Borg cube around here. Just look for a big old BB and then you found... Wow, everyone is ganging up on the Borg. Like, there we go. No. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to attack the Borg cube. Just to demonstrate something. Mosquito, leave me alone in what? In France? Fascinating. I guess I'm learning something.
Shields up.
Here is the
Red
Borg
alert.
cube, by the way. You want to start talking the Death Star equivalent of this universe? There it is, right in front. Let's see how long I last against this atrocity. Oh, hi, I'm not alone. Wait, I have an ally? Oh, this makes it worse. Alright, here's gonna probably be a watch me die moment, but again, this is to demonstrate the fear this thing does.
Forward shields are 50%. Starboard
Ow,
shields are 50%.
God.
Our forward shields are failing, sir.
Oh yeah, this big old thing
Our aft shields are down to 50%.
has a lot of armor
Aft
too.
shields down. We have disabled one of our weapon systems.
We have taken light damage, sir.
Oh god, yeah, look at that. 76. This thing is a battle station, a mobile
Hull
battle
integrity at
station.
50%.
Scary and spooky. Yeah, this thing is scary and spooky. I think the sphere was bad. The
Hull
cube...
damage at critical levels. One of our ships has been destroyed, sir. We've lost one of our allies. Condition green.
Condition green? I'm dead. I'm
Starboard
literally
shields at
dead.
50%.
I'm literally dead. I'm literally
Starboard
dead.
shields failing.
So that's the Borg cube. Anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate that. You've received a new ship. No, I am not saving that. No, 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 no. That is one of those, I'm reloading. If anything, I just wanted to demonstrate how scary the cube is. Going against that thing is just... That's something that's gonna be a bit of an ask. It's not impossible, but it is an ask. Oh no, he died. Exactly.
Shields up. Red alert.
Taking on that is gonna require something better than this. Alright.
Warp speed.
Let's see if I can stop the pirate raid.
We're on a collision course. Disengaging warp drive.
Oh, hi, there's 2 ships I need to deal with. So the Breen are pirates? Okay. Focus the primary energy on the, they're just listening and watching you play. I mean, do what you like. Some people have a game and they listen. Others sit and watch. Others just let the video or stream play while they sleep. I know, weird thing, but it's happened. Matter of fact, I've actually done that too, where I watched someone else's stream and, like, literally fell asleep on it. And that yapper's yapped just like me, and then it yapped more. I want to turn around. Doing? I have a tractor beam.
Engaging tractor beam.
What? I feel that Breen ship isn't gonna last.
Tractor beam locked on.
Here.
Sir.
Feel free to show me your best side.
They're taking hull damage.
There we go. Let's damage them enough. Ah, you've undone my tractor beam. Congratulations. It will not avail you. Here. Get rear disrupted. Good idea!
Releasing mine.
Why don't I unleash a mine of my own? Well, that's certainly doing damage to that Ferengi ship. Fire! Fuck fire! Fire again.
Starboard shields at 50%.
Ran into my own mine. Congratulations, me. Oh yeah, and there we go. Oh my god.
It is unlikely they'll survive much longer.
Yes, it's very unlikely that you will survive much longer. Especially when this ship is really giving it to you. I'm just throwing what I got. There that goes. And this green ship, not much longer.
We are victorious.
Stop.
All stop.
Damn. Fire. And there that goes. It was very unlikely that they would survive. They have been destroyed. Should now turn that tile... Yup. Uh-oh. Game. There we go. Okay, thank you. Man, I always get so uncomfortable when the game does that. So, can I actually afford anything? Anything at all? Anything better? Like the Raptor? No, I can't afford a Raptor. Damn. Diddly-die damn. I was hopeful, but that's fine. Scan. I think at this point I'm just going for territory rather than prestige. Make the Federation green. Yes. We're going to turn them from Federation to Empire. And make them very Romulan. Hello, Klingons. How unfortunate.
Tractor beam engaged.
Ready the tractor beam.
Our forward shields are down to 50%. Our forward shields are failing, sir. Tractor beam locked on, sir.
You little shit, as I was just about to reinforce that.
Reinforcing forward shields.
There that goes. A little bit of system damage, but that's
Engaging warp.
fine.
All stop.
Then I'll stop once we get close.
Dropping out of warp.
There we go. Scan.
Initiating scan.
Good old-fashioned victory here. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. We have the planetary data that we have come for. Perfect. That is now a new green tile. Fortunately, because that battle, I need to go repair. And then let's take this tile. Oh, hostile territory, that's already asking to get destroyed. Hostile territory, gosh. I am not a fan of hostile territories. I could do a routine patrol. Routine patrol's not bad, depending.
Red alert.
Alright, what am I dealing with? Oh, hi. No. So, Nakira, and I don't know what that class is. All I know is it is dangerous. Oh, hi. They're coming to me.
Warp drive engaged.
Here I come.
Dropping out of warp.
Did you totally max out your little scout ship? Yes, I maxed out my scout ship. Also, welcome, Ariel. That scout ship got traded out for a few classes above. And I'm gonna try to get the Schmiter class. Read commands, set target.
Target confirmed. Engaging enemy.
Oh god. Okay, well, those all missed. Fire everything. There we go. Back up, back up, back up.
Reinforcing forward shields. Our forward shields are down to 50%.
Now they're gonna give it to me. Alright. No more reversing.
Our starboard shields are down to 50%.
Okay, I can live with the starboard shields taking a bit of damage. Isn't that the ambassador class? Is that what this one is? I know this is the
Starboard shields down.
Akira. Oh god, okay.
Engaging warp.
Oh! Ow. I hate
Dropping
that.
out of warp.
Okay, so just get out of the
teams en
dodge
route.
for
Repairs
a bit.
complete.
So I can... Oh, you... What are you? You're the Avarius.
System repaired.
Set target.
Target confirmed. Engaging enemy.
Command. Set target.
Target confirmed. Engaging enemy.
Yes, please. I need you to distract, or at least bear the brunt of their attacks.
They're taking hull damage.
There we go. That's a respectable hit. Yeah, that's the Ambassador class, I can tell by the engines. Good to know that you're familiar with this ship. I at least know that's the Akira, because I've seen that mentioned a few times. That's an old class ship. This one? Or this one?
Warp speed. Aft shields down.
Yeah.
We have taken light damage, sir.
God.
Dropping out of warp.
During the Cardassian Federation border war.
Initiating repairs. Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
I like how they're primarily
System
focused
repaired.
on me and not my allies. You know what? I'm gonna have to just do the good old strategy
Repairs
of
complete.
let that. Oh, now they're targeting. Akira is the Borg fighting ship.
Repairs complete. System
There's the
repaired.
older class. Aha. Alright, here we go. There we go. God, that Ambassador class is hell-bent on making sure I go. Oh, God.
Warp drive engaged.
Why are they after me?
Dropping out of warp.
About 20 years old, I think. Okay, so that's not terribly out of date. That's not like the Excelsior class or the D7. I don't like how my parts are very not sparing. Well, it was a master class that got completely wasted by Romulan group forces. Oh, you mean kind of like right now, except not as wasted? Yeah, I can tell they're very
taking heavy
focused on me. Oh,
Our port shields are failing, sir.
yeah, they do not like me. They are after me. Oh my god.
Engaging warp. Disengaging warp drive.
Hey, those Excelsior and Miranda class ships were the workhorses of the Federation. It's the third Romulan ship attacking the enemy. Well, you are the player. I know, that's the thing. It is because I am the player. I am the important one. They get rid of me and, well, that's the mission. That be the game. You could swear, though, it's like my allies don't do much, except they watch me struggle. There we go! That's the Akira dealt with. Now I just got the Ambassador. Never mind, they dealt with the Ambassador. Good job, team. Mission complete. I only took damage, but at least that works. Astounding victory. Alright, now I need to get out of dodge because I am taking hull damage. Alright, can I afford anything yet? Particularly anything that is close to being the Raptor. No, I can't afford the battle cruiser just yet, but that is definitely on the pecking order to get. Alright, the neutral zone. Oh, neutral zone. Just like the Enterprise C, a complete reenactment. I am back. Welcome back, Glitch. Intensive battles. I finally have some rear weaponry. Alright, what's going on? Federation, Borg again, okay. And Klingons. Do the Klingons remember that they're allied with the Federation, or is this now going into, like, DS9 situational stuff, where the Klingons and the Federation fighting each other temporarily? And there's a Defiant. Defying little shit. Let him duke it out. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not messing with anything, especially when there's the Defiant out there. No joke. For being a destroyer, I got my ass handed a few times by that thing. I don't know how it manages to be the case. Alright, what's the other Klingon? So, 2 birds of prey. Well, the Klingons aren't gonna be in the fight for a long while. Borg Diamond, that's a bit concerning, but not anything I can't deal with. Probe, that's easy. Did I mention the, part where you guys might have missed the scary encounter with the Borg cube, and I got so hardcore annihilated I almost wanted to cry, but couldn't? No? Well, rip. Then again, that was more to just show how scary fighting the Borg cube is. Alongside the Akira and Sovereign class ships, the Defiant class was built for war and taking out Borg ships. Is it? I feel it's more designed to deal with Romulan vessels. Akira and the Sovereign against the Borg, that's understandable. Oh, that's a Cheyenne class with 4 Nacelas. Hang on. This thing? All the way over there. I mean, that would make sense. I need to do Birth of a Federation. Yes. It's another one of those things I keep putting off. I mean to do it, but then I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Do I? Okay, I do. Wait, why do I have this cloak? I need to get rid of it. Cloaking is useless in this game. Never once have I found cloaking ever useful. Especially if they have the means to... The Defiant class ships were mainly built to deal with the Borg, but the Dominion War came about and they just went into battle against them. I definitely gotta say with the Dominion, their big scary thing is that they have number, whereas the Borg, they just have scary big ships. like, the cube. That's not to say other shaped ships are bad. The sphere is pretty respectable. Alright. Getting a little too close. I am still not a fan of that Defiant, though. So here's what I'm gonna go do. Full impulse. I'm gonna go to this corner here. I'm gonna just park over there. Well, Borg also have numbers as well. They just don't use them. They have numbers on their ship in terms of, like, all the alcoves, but in terms of ship numbers, I wouldn't know. Then again, I guess it's just what's more shown. There has been, I think, one or two, I don't know how many episodes, but I do remember seeing some things where there's, like, Voyager against, like, 5 Borg cubes, which was, like, pretty crazy, if I recall. Alright. We're gonna go to this little corner here. We're gonna
All stop.
kick off the impulse. We're gonna slowly turn around. I think the Borg are about to finish off the Klingons. I'm just hoping what they do next is go after the Federation. But just in case, I'm gonna start going backwards. Well, Borg also remember in Voyager. I do recall Voyager. I do recall. I get it. In the, God. I'm trying to remember what the quadrant is. It's not the Alpha Quadrant. Is it Delta Quadrant? They showed how many Borg ships were battling it out with and losing it against species 8472. Or whatever their number is. It was 8472, but yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Delta. Okay. Yeah, so it was Delta that they were stuck in. Right, because I think Gamma had the Dominion. I'm recalling now.
All stop.
Gamma Quadrant was the one that had the Founders. Alright, what are they fighting now? Wait. What are you even shooting at? Klingon shuttles or something? Would a scan work here?
Initiating scan.
Well, a scan would work. That's kind of funny. Hi, there is a Klingon vessel.
Initiating scan.
Wow, the one time outside of battle where scanning actually is useful. So it looks like the battles here are about to collide. Alpha Beta was Federation, and Group Gamma was Dominion. Delta was Voyager series. It's coming back to me. Maybe I'll actually do that on my upcoming vacation time. When I'm not streaming. Maybe I'll see about watching Voyager again. Okay. Photon. That's not terrible to deal with. Quantum and quantum pulse phasers. That's gonna be annoying as hell. Let's just hope the Borg can put up a fight. This is where I let the game speed go up. Wow, that was besides deja vu. You said the exact same thing last stream while playing this game. Funny how history has a way of repeating itself. Well, except I didn't have my stream crash last time I said that. Klingons are certainly still putting up a fight, which is very commendable, actually. Well, I spoke too soon. Goodbye, Klingons. Now let's see who wins this one. I know what I am doing is not exactly honorable here, but who said anything about honor? It is much braver to live than to die, said the Romulans. So let's see. Is that Defiant going to be Defiant, or is it going to just get destroyed? Funny that only in this game, the Defiant can be a pain in the ass, but any other Star Trek game, the Defiant is literally made out of toilet paper. Well, you are the Romulans, so sneaky Roman Empire group, exactly. We will not engage until the time is right. Alright. Quick check done. That Defiant looks like it's going through some pain. That Diamond is putting up a fight. That probe hasn't even been damaged. That ship's doing okay-esque. Alright, there goes the Defiant. I think the time has come. I'm gonna start moving in while they're still distracted with a third party.
Warp speed.
That's the TOS sensor around. While they are still in that battle and taking shots at each other, I'm going to be sneaky.
Warp engines powering down.
And start firing some shots off to weaken the Borg. Because I don't want the Borg being too powerful, but I don't want either side coming up on top either. Fleet commands.
Firing at will.
Target at will. You have my permission. The time has come. We're going to finally start doing some things, because I don't want them necessarily just outright winning and then just turning their attention. I still want them a tad bit distracted, so that way they'll have repairs and all that good stuff to do. And then I show up and I interrupt that. I wonder if you were supposed to fight the Borg together, then fight each other afterwards. I'm not worried about the Borg. Yes, it's true that they have a diamond, but they have a diamond in a probe. Now, if it was like two spheres, on the other hand, I'd be a bit concerned. And if it was definitely a Borg cube, I would have helped.
We've broken through their shields.
So probably
sir.
by that point, I would have just chosen run away instead. Alright, I have arrived. It's time to help the Federation at least not die quickly. All power to primary weapons, but I want the shield still kept pretty darn high. Perfect. You deal with the probe since you're the superior ship. And I'll focus on the already damaged diamond. And then once that's dealt with, if the Federation vessel here hasn't been destroyed, I might just catch it.
They are taking heavy damage.
Ooh.
We are
actually,
victorious.
That might be tempting, but no. Forget this ship. The Borg ship ain't worth it. Let's go ahead. Gotta catch the danger. Capture the Borg? I feel the Federation ship would be more the prize. So this diamond's about to be destroyed. Alright. How? I am too far out, but that's fine. I'm about to remedy this problem. Let's go ahead.
We are victorious. Boarding parties beaming over.
Let's go ahead. They are outnumbered 1-2. Very soon, they'll be joining the Empire. I don't appreciate you almost hitting me.
We are victorious.
There we go. Victory. And now, the wait.
All stop.
Okay, we're about to take control. I hope they don't keep shooting at it like they do. And now, we catch the ship. There's literally nothing left. Come on, you guys could literally just go to the bridge.
We can't transport from this range.
Oh my god. How
Target captured.
There we go. Tell the ship to stop firing. Astounding victory. Yes, that was definite an astounding victory. Hi, I saw that. That was Klingon in nature. Alright, so do I have enough for that finally? The Raptor. Oh my god, yes. I can finally buy a battle cruiser. But there goes all my prestige. Give them the fluff and they will stop firing. Gonna teach them some respect. Alright, I'm attacking this Klingon vessel. Alright, Klingon ship. Prepare to go up against a battle
Red
cruiser.
alert.
Hi, you're a D7. That is very unfortunate. I like D7s. So have 3 ships or sell 1. Oh, you only get 1 ship in this game. It's not like in previous games where you command 3. I know. In every other mission, I had the other ships, but I think that was the game giving them to me out of generosity. Hi, that's pretty long-ranged. Ow.
Diverting power to the forward shields.
Where am I firing mercs? Okay, in the front. Gotcha. Okay, well that hit.
Shuttle launched, sir. One of our shuttles has been destroyed.
Really? Okay. Alright. All that power is on primary. Oh, that's some not great gunnery there from this ship. Weaponry would be nice. Okay, having those disruptors works really well. But those disruptor 3s are really gonna cut at them. Sorry, Klingon vessel.
We've broken through their shield, sir.
The fact I like this design, but unfortunately, Romulans no longer have it. Which is sad, because it actually does look cool. Come on.
They're taking heavy damage.
Ah.
Releasing mine.
Release the mine.
We are victorious.
There we go. You cloak on me.
Engaging anti-cloak systems.
Okay, can I go backwards anymore?
We are out of transporter range.
That probably would have been a great time for that. By the way, I've been going backwards this whole time. Have you played Sid Meier's Pirates? I knew Sid Meier had like a space game. I didn't know it was called that. Then again, there was Beyond Civilization as well. Unleash the plasma torpedoes. And rip D7. It was nice knowing you. Hi, I am getting pinged. Ah, alright. I bet I know what this is about. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a conversation afterwards. Alright, so that's that battle. I don't think I have a need to go... Oh, yes, I do. I need to restock on all my stuff. Save. Here. $1,700s. Oh. That's... Then no. I had no idea.
Shields up. Red alert.
I had no idea. Huh, did my officer stay with the ship? Wait. Huh, alright. You know what? Let the Ferengis come to me. We'll let them recite their rules of acquisition. As I begin chipping away at them. Well, once again, going backwards. Okay, I'm sorry. Being able to go backwards in this game is just really useful. Let's go ahead. Just keep going backwards. It's fine. Ready, the tractor beam
engaged.
3. There we go. Ferengi, have you heard about your ship's extended warranty?
Are down to 50%.
No. I don't remember the acquisition rule, but whatever this one was, war is good for business. They'll be in business soon enough.
We've broken through their shields, sir.
Damn it. Peace is not at a bargain.
Diverting power to the forward shields. Forward shields down.
Alright, there we go. Ow.
Victory is assured.
Okay, that cut right through.
Warp drive engaged.
It's always the one thing I found interesting about the Ferengi was the rules of acquisition. But god dang it, I can't remember all of them from the top of my head.
Dropping out of warp.
Alright, start quoting them in depth. I only remember peace is good for business and war is good for business.
Setting course
And
to orbit target.
something cozy up with the boss's daughter or some weird thing.
Initiating scan.
Or was that? Alright. You know what I want the return of? The scary-looking planets. That's what I want. I want planets to look scary again. If only I could somehow bring the moon face from Majara's Mask. That would be fun. Alright, so... no mission here. What about here? Hostile territory. Surprise reverse. That's tempting. What about this side? Surprise reversed. I cannot do those kinds of missions as... that's just... Pirate raid. I can do pirate raid. Pirate raid will
Shields
not
up.
get me
Red
wrecked.
alert. Warp speed.
I almost pushed the wrong button.
Warp engines powering down.
Here you go. Here's another extended warranty for you. Need to get rid of these mediums. Replace them with heavies when I can. Oh yeah, and ditch the cloaking device, because it's useless.
We've broken through their shields, sir.
I'm back. Welcome back. I have managed to get myself a bigger ship. Come on. Oh, that works too. Plasma torpedoes. Okay. Of course that would be ready. As soon as it's point blank and I'm likely to miss. You know what?
Tractor beam engaged.
Tractor beam.
Tractor
Away.
beam locked on, sir.
Well, that didn't give me as much time as I
Tractor
needed.
beam engaged.
There we go.
Tractor beam locked on, sir.
There we go.
You're taking heavy damage.
Hit the tractors. Am I getting held by another... Alright, aim for the hull. Wouldn't it be nice if I had my plasma torpedoes ready? Alright, all weapons
We are victorious.
go.
You've broken through their shield, sir.
Those phasers. Those phasers. Alright. There we go. There we go. Thank you. That's gonna really mess up their systems.
Tractor beam engaged.
Ready the tractor beam. And then when we can...
Tractor beam locked on, sir.
You're going somewhere where I can turn around easily. Excuse me?
You're taking heavy damage.
Shuttles much? Alright. So that's that battle. One. I am liking my new ship. Not as hopeless. Definitely can fight. And I think I'm gonna do a quick refit. Where is this cloaking device? To the garbage. Disruptor 3. Another 3 here. Oh god, no. I can't afford that. Alright. That kinda sucks. What about some 2s? 2 here. Alright, I can get away with 2 2s. So that works out. Unfortunately, it may not be the best of the best of the best, but at least it is something. I am under attack. Excuse me? We're doing this battle. How dare you attack me?
Shields up. Red alert.
So I'm under attack by 2 ships. Okay.
Shuttle away.
How and why I'm under attack by 2 ships is beyond me, but so be it.
Reinforcing forward shields.
Reinforce me forward shields.
Shuttle launched, sir. One of our shuttles has been destroyed.
Already? God. Match only started and I've already lost my shuttles.
We've lost a shuttle, sir.
Jeez. Not having any of that, are they? Because I'm under attack by 2 ships and not 1.
Shuttle away. We've broken through their shields, sir.
Any day.
We've lost the shuttle, sir.
Ha. They are really
They are taking heavy damage.
hell-bent on making sure.
Engaging warp.
Let's go ahead, warp out of the area for a bit. Give myself a little bit of time.
Disengaging warp drive.
High energy turn.
There we go. So -1 ship. I lost all my shuttles. That is unfortunate. Well, that is unfortunate. Start firing our better disruptors, so that way they'll be forced to respond. Oh.
Anti-cloaking sensors online.
You think your cloaking device is going to help?
We've broken through their shields, sir.
There we go. Diddly die damn. Where are they?
They are taking heavy damage.
That was your own stupidity for cloaking. So 2 ships they thought they could use on me, and I wrecked both. So that's now definite territory of the Romulans. Now let me go resupply my shuttles, because unfortunately I used more than I intended. I can evidently say getting the battle cruisers been nice. Alright, I'm attacking what I believe to be a Dominion ship, right? Purple, your Dominion.
Shields up. Red alert.
Your Marine. How interesting.
Diverting power to the forward shields.
So, 3 disruptors. Okay. You're gonna play the offensive game somewhat, I see. Unfortunately for you, I too will also be playing the offensive game. Now let's go back. Do the old backup strategy.
We've penetrated their shields.
There we go. Man, these Disruptor 3s actually are
They're taking heavy
good.
damage.
I underestimated them. I thought they'd be kind of like mid-tier, but no, actually they're pretty dang good. Nope.
Engaging tractor beam.
How dare you?
Tractor beam locked on, sir. We are victorious. Tractor beam engaged.
That was an easy battle. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these battles have been just simple, really. Alright, so that didn't do much. Pirate raid. I think I'm actually getting to that point to where now I'm just
Red alert.
destroying my opponents with relative ease.
Warp drive engaged.
It means I could probably start doing the harder missions.
Dropping out of warp.
Alright. Beam strength of
Engaging tractor beam.
3. Get me within range, and I shall start punishing them.
Tractor beam locked on, sir.
Alright.
We've broken through their shield, sir.
Okay.
Tractor beam engaged.
Do another round of tractoring.
Starboard shields at 50%. We've lost one of our allies.
Really? I hope this doesn't mean I failed, because that would kind of suck. Alright, turn me around. I see that you are going to resort to
Tractor beam locked on, sir.
that.
They're taking hull damage.
All weapons go.
Our port shields are down to 50%.
And there goes the shuttle. Oh, defeat. That is kind of unfortunate. Because I was probably meant to protect that ship. Resistance? Oh god, is that the mission I think it is? Aha. It is. Oh god!
Red alert.
I forgot it was this mission.
We are the Borg. We will add your technological and biological distinctiveness to our own. Resistance is futile.
Ha ha, I see. A simulation is futile. You have Disruptor 5. You'll cut through that armor, I'm positive. Alright, fleet commands, set formation.
We've lost one of our
Line.
allies. We've lost one of our allies.
Here we go. Shoot, you know what? Fleet
We've
commands.
lost one of our allies.
Acknowledged. Breaking formation.
One of our ships has been destroyed.
Target at will.
Firing at will.
Ow.
Reinforcing forward shields.
Alright. It's taking quite a bit of damage.
Our forward
Ow.
shields are down to 50%.
I could use some firepower right about now, game. Alright, turn me around.
Starboard shields failing. We've lost one of our allies.
Jesus!
One of our ships has been destroyed, sir. Warp speed. We've lost one of our allies. Disengaging warp
Alright. God, Borg.
Repair teams en route.
I forgot how much I disliked
System
fighting
repaired.
them, but...
Repair is complete.
That's their big
System
shtick.
repaired.
Armor.
We've broken through their shields, sir.
Okay.
Repair is complete. Our port shields are failing, sir.
Light casualties being reported.
Oh,
Warp speed.
God.
Hull integrity at 50%.
God! Okay, no, this is a lost mission.
We're nearing the edge of the sector, sir.
God. I didn't think fighting Borg would be so difficult, but man, they managed to be a pain. Victory? You know what? Don't question. Just no questions. That is... I don't know if I saved. Oh, God. I'm gonna save before I do a bonsai. Bonsai, if I recall, is a bunch of Dominion ships. And the game crashed. Okay, well, that is a bit unfortunate. I will go ahead. Relaunch. Do I want to relaunch the game, actually? Alright, I'll relaunch the game. At least do 2 more missions before I wrap it up. Unless they're quick, then I might do a little more. Well, time to figure out if I had the game just pretty much save after a certain battle. Oh. Wait, hang on. Did I actually have before I did that one mission? Because alternatively, I'll just do that instead. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and attack this. Alright.
Shields up. Red alert.
I'll come towards the Klingons. Oh, I have an ally? Though not as heavily armed as I am, that's fine with me. So, another D7. Armed to the teeth, which is rare for a D7 to be armed this well. Alright, now that I've gone forward a bit, I'm gonna go backwards.
Diverting power
And do
to the
as I've
forward
been
shields.
doing, because this has been successful. What I really ought to do is maybe swap these 2s to 3s. Because those 3s are really long-ranged. And really powerful, too.
Target confirmed. Engaging enemy.
Engaging enemy, as they do absolutely nothing. Okay.
They're taking heavy damage.
There we go. That's the D7. Destroyed. Okay. So... that is good. I need to make up for the defeats I've been going through because, jeez. Alright. What's up here? Oh, I'm under attack. Alright, well. It's the... I think that Breen ship, isn't it? Yup, alright.
Shields up. Red alert.
Oh, and it's just the Breen ship. I do want to do something ambitious eventually. The problem I'm running into is I just don't have a good enough ship to do anything ambitious yet. It's been primarily just me taking on other ships and just, well, the whole point of the game, but primarily just the mission objective of taking on other ships, with the occasional scan, shall we say. Ready at 3.
Tractor beam engaged.
You suck with your aim. Alright, here we go.
Diverting power to the forward shields.
Exactly.
Forward shields at 50%.
There we go. You know you want to come right at me. Just sad plasma torpedoes don't work like they used to. It's fine. I've gotten used to that at this point. And...
Tractor beam locked on, sir.
there we go. You will not pass me with your speed.
You've broken through their shield, sir. Boarding parties beaming over.
Okay, so 1 versus 3. Let's see if we can catch this. Alright, well, this battle's done. Three Marines versus no crew. Now it's just taking control of the ship.
We've captured the target.
There we go. Mission complete. Just too bad that I can't actually use the ship once I catch it. That'd be great. That still should be a thing. Sadly, not with this kind of game. If only, though. Mission... no. What was hostile territory again? Oh god, it's that mission. Where you gotta destroy sensory posts. Well, actually, let's see what classes I get.
Shields up. Red alert.
No, still about as useless as I remember. Yeah, hostile territory is still having that. Like, having it be a playable ship once you take it over of that of a unit. Yeah, being able to play as it, despite not having it natively. Kind of like in Command & Conquer, how once you catch someone's con yard, you could pretty much just build their technology.
We're nearing the edge of the sector, sir.
Mission incomplete. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Hostile territory. Okay, I can do routine patrol. Routine patrol is okay.
Shields up. Red
Alright,
alert.
what have I got to deal with? Hi, that's pretty big. That is also pretty big. What have I got? Okay, I know what I must do. I need to get to that warbird.
Warp speed.
Because that
Disengaging
warbird
warp
is
drive.
going to be the one who's gonna lead the charge. Commands, set target, target
Firing
at
at will.
will. The commands...
Acknowledged. Breaking formation.
think they're gonna maybe target the dreadnought.
Diverting power to the forward shields. Forward
Ow.
shields down.
How are you guys having
Penetrated
more
their shields.
stuff?
Engaging warp.
How are you guys shooting your stuff more often? This is insane.
Light casualties being reported.
Disengaging warp drive.
Ah, that's frustrating. Oh my god, and my allies! My allies! How is a giant warbird losing? How powerful are the Breen? What did you arm your ships with? Alright. They're picking up speed. Of course you are. And of course you're faster.
Warp speed.
Alright, fine.
Warp engines powering down.
Of course, you happen to have better impulse.
Warp drive engaged.
Alright, I guess we'll just play maneuver for a bit. Warp maneuvers, here we
Dropping out of
go.
warp. Engaging warp. Warp engines
This has
powering
been
down.
the stream. Just warp, 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 warp.
Warp drive engaged. Dropping out of warp.
So I don't run into the asteroid.
Engaging warp.
Alright, here I come. Warbird.
Dropping out of warp.
You look like you've seen damage. And hell.
Initiating rapid maneuvering.
I probably should not have done that. Oh well. There we go. Of course. How are the Breen so ridiculously powerful? Breen ships and freaking fleet ops aren't that great.
Shuttle away.
Oh my god. Finally! Damning hit.
They're taking heavy damage. Shuttle launched, sir.
Alright. God.
Warp speed.
Here we go. They just had to take advantage
Warp
of that.
engines powering down. Repair teams en route. Initiating repairs. One of
Okay.
our shuttles has been destroyed.
What?
Repairs complete.
Fine with me.
Shuttle launched, sir.
I am probably getting nothing, because if I know these missions, it's gonna be more like a
One of our
punishment.
shuttles has been destroyed. System repaired. Shuttle away. Repair is complete. Repair teams en route. Repair is complete. Repair is
Okay.
complete. We've lost a shuttle, sir.
Come
We
on.
are victorious.
There we go.
Port shields down. Warp speed. Initiating
It's going to be the
repairs.
game, isn't it?
Repairs
Just
complete.
run, 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 run,
One
run.
of our shuttles has been destroyed. Disengaging warp drive. System repaired.
Okay. Those green ships are annoying as hell, because they are armed to the teeth. I don't remember Breen being that dangerous. But then again, I guess this is their more heavier stuff. There! Tell the Breen Confederacy to go... I don't know. Go get wrecked. I know what I wanted to say, but god dang. No, I won't take it that far. Air. Get disrupted. There we go. Some respectable hits. Alright. And that was a routine patrol. Dang, Breen, you really made me use up resources. All the spare parts I could probably use. Alright, so... God dang. I need to go repair... Alright. Frustration, but that is that. Another routine patrol. Oh, geez. Let's hope this isn't anything too
Red
frustrating.
alert.
Alright, Klingon vessels. No, I am not going up against that. That is
Engaging
literally
warp.
a dreadnought.
Warp engines powering down.
Alright, fleet commands, set target
Firing
at
at
will. Fleet commands, set formation.
Acknowledged. Breaking
Do
formation.
must. Oh, jeez. Damn it.
We've penetrated their shields.
Okay, never mind. That is a dreadnought almost wrecked. I thought that would be a lot more difficult to deal with, but I guess the dreadnought's not as dangerous as I thought.
Starboard shields failing.
Ah,
Warp speed.
shit.
Dropping out of warp.
Yes, show me your best side. There.
Victory is assured.
All
Our
right.
aft shields are down to 50%. Aft shields failing. Warp drive engaged.
Okay. So, the most dangerous of the ship is
Dropping
gone.
out of warp.
Which means there's only one ship left. Oh, God. It's gonna get annoying, isn't it?
Diverting power to the forward shields.
And of course, you're after me. I don't know why you
Warp
persist
shields
me
are down
being
to
the threat.
50%. Warp speed.
Alright.
Disengaging warp
Actually,
drive.
that might be their own stupidity. No, please, do cloak.
Engaging anti-cloak systems.
There we go. Bring me about. Come on. Yes, show me that exposed side. That was your mistake. I could use weaponry.
Forward shields failing. We
There
are
we
victorious.
go. Because who puts a cloaking device on their good stuff? Considering that there's anti-cloaking sensors. Alright. Join their fleet? No, I'm not joining. I am going here. Never mind. I thought I'd need repairs. I guess not. Close am I to a warbird? Little by little, I am just getting the bigger and bigger and bigger ships, which has been the whole point of this stream. It's literally to just go up in the classes, so that way eventually... hostile territory. Hostile territory? Alright, I can do a scan.
Shields up. Red alert.
Hi! You're gonna get destroyed real easily. Let's go ahead. Slow. I do want to do the harder missions eventually, it's just I don't have a good enough ship to do them. I know once I get the battleship, I'm pretty much just set for the rest of the campaign. It's gonna probably just then be getting the good ships to go along with it. Back up, back up, back up. Ready,
Tractor
tractor.
beam engaged.
Little saber class.
They're taking hull damage.
There we go. That was punishing. It's unlikely that they will survive this next barrage that I do. It's likely I might
Shields
need
at
the
50%.
tractor, but probably not. Nope, alright. Cancel that.
Warp speed. All stop. Dropping out of
Going
warp.
the wrong way. I need to face towards the planet, not away from the
Engaging
planet.
warp. Disengaging warp drive.
Right there. Good enough.
Initiating scan.
Good old-fashioned close enough. Enough to do me scan. Okay. Alright. Really is that time. How much do I have to go before I at least hit the warbird? Warbird. I'm getting close. I am getting extremely close. I think I'm not gonna really do any more upgrades. I'm gonna probably just focus on getting the bigger, better ships. Because I think that's gonna be the idea.
Red alert.
Nope, alright. The Ferengi is definitely picking a fight. Fine. I'll teach you why you don't pick a fight with a ship that's twice your hull class. Alright. Now let's start going back.
Our forward shields are down to 50%. Diverting power to the forward shields.
Unleash
We
everything.
penetrated their shields. Engaging tractor beam.
That's right. Gauge the tractor. -1. So this Ferengi vessel thinks it can take me on. Fine. Bring all weapons to
They're
bear.
taking hull damage. They're taking heavy damage. Tractor beam locked on, sir.
There we go.
Releasing mine. We are victorious.
There we go. There we go. That's one way to win a battle. Just ram your opponent into the mine. Alright, so that's the 2 Federation vessels dealt with. Prize reversed. Battleships. I just can't deal with battleships. Lots and lots of battleships. Oh, I'm under attack? Yeah, okay. Sure. I'll deal with you. You are going to be nothing.
Red alert.
Another Norway class.
Tractor beam
Prep
engaged.
the tractor beam.
Forward shields at 50%.
Jesus, okay.
Reinforcing
Those
forward
quantum
shields.
torpedoes really ate up my,
Forward shields down.
Hi, okay.
It is unlikely they'll survive much longer.
There.
Tractor beam locked on, sir.
A little bit of vengeance for you dealing damage. How unfortunate. How very unfortunate. Why is there an entire Klingon fleet there? Okay. Can I do anything in these areas? A lot of surprise reverse. And the problem is, I can't... or hostile territory. I don't have a good enough ship for that. Alright. Scan.
Red alert.
Alright, that is an interesting opponent.
Tractor beam engaged.
But so be it. Start prepping my tractor beam as I normally would. Yeah, this has been pretty much the same thing. Just farm whatever I can get away with fighting, and slowly start building up the prestige. Ow.
Reinforcing forward shields.
Not following the particular behavior that I thought you would. There we go. Let's put this pyramid in tractor lock, so all I gotta do...
Our forward shields are down to 50%. They are taking heavy damage.
There we
Tractor beam
go.
locked on, sir.
Okay. This next volley should finish them. There we go.
Warp speed.
Lava-like planet.
Disengaging warp drive.
Alright.
Initiating scan.
Let's go ahead. Scan the planet. Alright, will I have enough for a warbird after this? Once I hit that warbird, I think that's when I, pretty much wrap it up. After I test it, of course. Alright. The planetary data that we have. Hopefully, that should be enough. Alright. Let's work our way to a starbase. I am still short. Alright. Could I do anything to maybe free up some prestige? Remove. Remove. Alright. This might be a desperate move. Let's try that. Acceptable accept refit shipyard. No. But that was admittedly clever. Alright, well, I thought I'd try that idea. It is the big, sad, unfortunate. Can I get at least one more good mission? Maybe one that'll actually give me the funds I need.
Shields up. Red alert.
If not, what I might end up just doing is I might just beef this ship up and just give it what it needs. Probably likely what I'm gonna end up doing. As I am tempted to try and go for the warbird, but the warbird is just annoyingly expensive. I don't want to make this too long of a thing, because I meant for this to be a short one, but god dang. Oh god, now I'm just getting texted. Okay.
Diverting power to the forward shields. Tractor beam engaged. Our forward shields are failing, sir. We've penetrated their shields.
That's on you, doing that.
Repair teams en route. Repair is complete.
Alright. There goes that Defiant. Alright. Everything's just kind of happening. Oh well. I'll just do this instead. I will refit this ship. Heavy. Okay. Heavy. Heavy. One. Alright. There we go. Okay, wow, that's already pretty dang powerful as is, so... let's go ahead. Actually, let's go up to this. Alright. Your shield. Alright, so... the battle cruiser's been way updated and refitted. So... let's go to the armor and give you armor 5. Bridge system, computer... Okay, you already got the best computer you can have. So, this is now a more beefy battlecruiser. I'll test it out against this ship here. And see how it goes.
Shields up. Red alert.
Alright, so now I should be a more lethal battlecruiser.
Reinforcing forward shields.
Alright, this is... Oh, not a nebula, but it's like a nebula. Otherwise, I'm gonna make this the last mission I do this stream, as I am now getting pinged to death for other plans. Oh, I did mean to keep this short, but because I got so into upgrading the hulls... Kinda just lost track of time. Alright. Ow. I am not liking the fact I'm already annoyingly outnumbered, but that's fine. 2v1's not anything new here. Ow. Can I at least destroy this ship? How?
Releasing mine.
How am I getting myself in this situation? Alright, at least those Disruptor 3s are really doing stuff to the ship, so... And of course, they get their stuff like it's no big deal. Fire!
We've broken through their shields.
Oh,
sir.
yes. That is good. That was the kind of hit I needed. Alright. Of course, you hit the wrong area. I'm just getting phasered to death.
Releasing mine.
Any day with those heavy plasma torpedoes. I am already running late to other things. Alright. That's gonna be this ship, and then I just got that smaller one left to go. Alright. Just this small one left.
Starboard shields down.
That's fine.
Engaging tractor beam.
Can I go any slower? Yes, I can. I can go really slow. And my weapons can just not reload.
They're taking hull damage.
There we go. There we go. That was an impressive hit.
Releasing mine.
Nope. You ain't getting to any other location.
Our forward shields are failing, sir.
Ow. Come on.
We are victorious.
There we go. That was your foolish mistake of showing me your weak side. Come on. Heavies, I need you to be ready. Well, not that it matters, that is gone. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna go to here, repair, resupply, save, and I unlocked Commander. The next time, I'm gonna get the Warbird and then hopefully the Battleship. But if you like the stream, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content that I put out there. Otherwise, that was more just me going backwards most of those missions and just unleashing hell. But that's pretty much the idea, is to just use your rear impulse, keep your enemies in front. If you must, put a mine to discourage them from trying to pass you and go to the back. But yeah, until then, like, subscribe, follow on the Green app, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.